The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to the opening webinar for 2024. Hope everyone on the call had a great New Year's and Christmas with your families, and we're very excited to jump in to 2024 with a lot of momentum in 2023. So excited for today's call. My name is Tony Wilson, Executive Vice President here at One Resource Group. Been with the agency for going on 17 years now, so it's been a good run, and excited. This is my 15th at the helm for running sales here. So goal for today is just kind of rehash 2023, what kind of where the market is today, identify some sales concepts that you can take into 2024, and then tell you a little bit more about some platforms that we built out here at One Resource Group that can enhance your practice from a life insurance, annuities, long-term care, and disability income side. So a couple housekeeping items. This will be recorded, so feel free to shoot us over an email if you'd like a link for the recording. And if you have any questions, you can use the chat feature, and I'll answer some of these questions as time permits. Also, I'm kind of keeping it broad. There's a lot of concepts that we're going to dive into with later webinars. But I just wanted to give everyone kind of a holistic view of what's working, where we're going as an insurance agency in an industry, and then we'll have future webinars to dive into some of the concepts and topics that we're going to cover today. So let's jump into it. So first off, I wanted to jump into planning opportunities going into the new year, and there's just a lot of opportunities, a lot of success that we've had here at One Resource Group with different planning opportunities. So obviously one of the larger opportunities is going to be the repeal of the estate tax in 2 years in January of 2026. So what we're telling agents and clients is do not wait to get your planning done in November of 2025. Start now. A lot of attorneys and CPAs and advisors and agents will be very busy trying to utilize the large estate tax exemptions that are currently in place. So, don't wait, start that process now. We're going to see a lot of ILET and survivorship planning. So the good thing is, from a carrier perspective, a lot of carriers are enhancing their survivorships. A lot of them have been on the shelf over the past 5 years because of the high estate tax exemptions. And clients just not moving, but we're going to see a lot of that movement moving forward over the next 2 years. Unless something dramatically changes within DC, there's probably not going to be a lot of changes within the tax code. Obviously, you never know after the elections this year, but from what we can tell, they haven't been able to get a lot done in DC over the past 5 to 10 years. So we don't see the exemption changing, but obviously that's situation. So in terms of survivorship products, a lot of carriers have got out of the fully no lapse guarantee UL space, and a lot of survivorship products are on IUL chassis with guarantees to age 90 with some better cash value build-up. So that's what's available. Of course, here at One Resource Group, we have over 100 different contracts, 100 different carriers, thousands of different products. So when you talk to your life specialist here at One Resource Group, they will point you in the right direction in terms of product, pricing, and carrier for all of your cases. So again, estate tax planning is going to be a big topic in the next 2 years. We're going to have concepts and different ideas to show you later on. The second planning opportunity I wanted to just kind of rehash is One Resource Group partners with some of our very good insurance companies, and we offer a lot of different types of free informal business valuations. This is a great way to get in front of small business owners, medium-sized business owners, and we've worked with some very large corporations over the years, not for the business valuation purpose, but to show different types of opportunities within their businesses. A lot of, especially on small business owner side, this could cost a small business owner anywhere from $10,000 to $20,000, depending on what part of the country you're from. So If you can go in and offer a free business valuation, we have business owners that take advantage of these every single year to see where their business is on track. Many of the business valuations we offer are very similar to full formal valuations. When they're back tested, they usually come within 1 to 5% of a full formal valuation, and it provides the business owner, how much their business is currently worth. But more importantly, it shows them maybe some holes they have within the risk management side with life insurance and disability income, both from a key man and a buy-sell perspective. So we do the full formal business valuation. All we need is a one-page RFP completed, 3 years of financials, give us 1 to 2 weeks. We'll come back with a nice 20 to 30-page analysis, and it'll tell that small business owner how much their business is worth. And at the end of the valuation, it'll tell them how much disability income or life insurance shortfall they may have, or they may say they have an adequate amount. We'll also do the reviews in terms of the beneficiaries, which well. So again, we do a lot of these through Principal, but there's also some other good carriers with Nationwide and Mutual Omaha that have some good services as well. So definitely want to make sure that that you know about that free informal business valuation. Again, contact your senior marketer on our desk for more detail. Something that's very new within our space, we call our employee retention cost savings plan, which is a lot of times offered in the benefit space. I'm not going to go in detail on how the whole process works, but essentially at the end of the day, what you can do is you can show employers, and these are typically larger corporations, how to save anywhere from $1,000 to $2,000 on their health insurance costs. And we basically take that $1,000 to $2,000 savings, and then we turn around and overfund a permanent insurance policy and set up a quasi deferred comp plan for the client that is personally owned. And it can also save that employer money on their FICA taxes and some other benefits as well. So this is actually fairly new in certain states because of new laws that were passed. And again, it's a very detailed process. We're going to have a webinar on this in the next 2 weeks, and we call it our employer retention cost savings plan. So if you'd like more information on that, you can contact your senior sales rep here, and we'll follow it to outline how this works. But it is fairly new, and it's a significant planning opportunity. Our first 3 cases that we looked at totaled over $3.2 million of target premium. Some larger corporations, they love the concept. And the nice thing is we have this on a guaranteed issue platform, so we can. Our first case was over 400 employees, making over $100,000 of income, and we so a great opportunity in the space, and again, we're going to have another webinar to cover as well. Last planning concept I wanted to cover is a qualified plan asset max, and this is a concept that's been around that we've been marketing for the past 7 to 8 years. Really taken off over the past couple of years. Basically, if you have a client, executive or high net worth client that has a lot of money sitting in qualified money, and they want to pass that money along to their beneficiaries more tax efficient, we have a way to buy the life insurance within the qualified plan, gift it out of the plan later on, and minimize that transfer of value at the end of the day, where you essentially take $1 million in a qualified account, turn it into $3 to $3.5 million of tax-free money, minimize that transfer value on the taxes when we gift it out of the qualified account. And we have a whole team of CPAs and attorneys that help us out with these types of transactions. So we do have clients that fit this mold. Feel free to call your senior broker or senior person on the desk, and we'll walk you through that. Jumping into some of the life insurance opportunities, Integrity for Life is been something we've been concentrating on over the past 2 years. We spent about the last 4 years building out this platform. If you're familiar with Ethos or Bestow, this is One Resource Group's version of consumer, instant issue, where essentially you can create a link for your create a link for your agency, and you can send this out via social media, email marketing, text marketing, and you can have clients essentially buy life insurance right through this link without having conversations, with your clients. We've been utilizing this for smaller cases. It's a great way for agents to market their practice. We have a lot of RIAs, a lot of property and casualty reps, benefits reps, traditional agents that utilize this via marketing. We even have several reps internally that specialize in Google Ads. So we know how to market this platform well. When you sign up for your own Integrity for Life link, it's 100% personalized to your agency colors, logo, contact information. So it looks like a link that you created yourself. And then once your client goes through the process, they can buy either a Banner term life insurance policy, SBLI, Western and Southern, or an Assurity term life insurance policy. If they do not go through that process, you get their information on the back end, and you can follow up with the clients or the potential insured and figure out a way to expedite that process. And the nice thing is it comes with like 6 to 8 videos where you can basically post a video on social media. The client will click on it and they buy insurance right through your link. So it's a really good way for you to market your practice. It's free to sign up. The compensation and the products are very similar to what your clients would buy if you facilitated that application for them. So that Integrity for Life link is a pretty cool way to market your practice. Again, it's not to replace your current clientele base, but to get more clients, get more exposure, and a way for you to market your Term Life Extender program. We just had the opportunity to close over $1 million of target premium in December through this program. There's 3 different types of cases, and this essentially, if you have a client coming up on the end of their term length and they need to convert because they may have impaired health, or we can't provide a new fully underwritten policy for them. This program allows your client to extend their term policy 5 to 10 years, and it basically allows them to extend their insurability through life insurance. And we have a whole program behind this. It's a great way to again, provide your client value with products that have good term conversion options. Full disclosure, products that do not have good conversion options, like the Banners, the American Generals, the Genworth, the MetLife, they do not work. But if you have products that you've sold in the past through AXA, John Hancock, Lincoln, Prudential, all the mutual companies, North American. So clients need to be in their 60s with impaired risk, and then we will pick our side to see if it's a good option. Just give us a call. We'll tell you if it's a good case or not from a term life extender side from that perspective. Third life insurance opportunity is the Protective Exec UL platform. Basically, this is a guaranteed issue platform that we can offer up to $5 million of guaranteed issue coverage for executives, white collar, for basically you can get up to $50,000 per life on a term chassis offered through Protective. The nice thing about this program, it is 100% portable, and in almost all states that have the chronic illness rider built into it as well. So if you have an executive or a group of executives, maybe some are uninsurable, need the insurance, as long as we get up to a certain amount of lives within this platform, we get up to $5 million of guaranteed issue, sometimes a little bit higher. And that executive can buy that policy on their life and then actually port it when they leave the company. It's based off, even though it's a UL chassis, it's based off term rates. So it's priced out as an annual renewable term. We need at least 15 lives within this platform, and just a really good way to work with some groups that have executives. It's a great way to retain, kind of do the golden handcuffs with executives on the group chassis. So that, again, that Protective Exec UL, pretty cool platform. Protective has had it for the past year to 2 years, and we've seen some really nice cases come through with that Exec UL platform. And then in terms of what we've seen a lot lately, a lot of carriers are building RIA-friendly VULs. We haven't sold a lot of these platforms, but it's a great way for RIAs to get more friendly with life insurance. We understand that that RIAs, are not very life insurance friendly. So it's a great way to say, hey, look, we have a low cost VUL or IUL platform for you for life insurance, where the costs are very low. And so we're having a lot of questions from these RIA type products, both from an IUL and a VUL perspective. Of course, RIAs sell a lot of term insurance, but with the whole estate tax exemption sunsetting here in 2 years, we're having more and more questions and perspective for RIAs. So that's a wrap on the life insurance side. Again, if you have any questions or want to dive in to any of these concepts, feel free to reach out to me or one of the members of the sales desk. From an annuity perspective, annuities are up 40% here at One Resource Group. I think they're up 30 to 35% industry-wide. There's just a lot of good opportunities for annuities currently. We're seeing a lot of Roth conversions. Basically, have 2 years left with low tax rates to convert basically a Roth or qualified account or qualified annuity, do a Roth conversion. A lot of our agents like to utilize the fixed index annuities for the downside protection. And we have a couple carriers that accommodate the Roth conversions really well, mainly all done within fixed index annuities. So Roth conversions, one of our fastest growing segments within the annuity space. Again, call us. We'd love to walk you through how that works. Higher interest rate environment. In the past 10 years, we're seeing crediting rates and commissions are up across the board. For example, Allianz just increased their commissions yesterday on the product line. Nationwide has had a lot of commission and crediting rate increases over the past 6 months. We're just seeing this across the board. And most of the concepts we're selling are guaranteed income strategies, utilizing downside protection in fixed index annuities that hedge the market volatility, which is key. Because you have a lot of clients that have bought a VA over the years, and with market volatility, we've seen over the past year or two, annuities are definitely one of our fastest growing product lines. And we're very bullish on annuities moving forward into 2024. We're seeing, even though there are some talks about lower interest rates going into the new year, a lot of carriers have a drag. So we're seeing products aren't going to change as fast in terms of lowering interest rates. Still a great market for the annuity side. And of course, we see a lot of MYGAs and multi-year guaranteed annuities being placed with the high interest rates. Just good CD and bond alternatives at the end of the day. Then here at One Resource Group, we're really proud to be an Annexus partner. If you haven't heard of the Annexus story, we're going to have several calls on Annexus, but Annexus is the largest distributor of FIAs in the country with their flagship nationwide North American Athene and AIG products. Very exclusive. It's only offered through 12 different FMOs across the country. You can put these products against any product in the marketplace, and they're going to outperform. And it's just a really good story. When we sold One Resource Group 2 years ago, I threw my old 401k with the North American Annexus product, and it's performed unbelievably just in the last 2 years. So just a really good story from the Annexus side. We also have Annexus on the life insurance side as well. So again, if you want more information on one of our annuities, we can help you out with that. Long-term care, there's unbelievable opportunity within the long-term care space, especially in a lot of the blue state. I call it the blue state blues. Looking at California, Minnesota, Illinois, Pennsylvania, Michigan, currently looking at mandating long-term care in each state. And if the resident does not have long-term care coverage, they will potentially enforce a payroll tax. And again, this is a very fluid situation, so we're keeping a very close eye on all of these states, California obviously being the largest. It doesn't look like anything's going to happen in 2024, especially with it being a election year, but more likely 2025, 2026, you're going to see a lot of these states mandating long-term care, very similar to how Washington enforced long-term care back in 2020. So just a really good opportunity for, I look at it as free marketing, where a lot of these states are doing the marketing for us, saying, hey, you need long-term care protection. We have some really good options with the Nationwide, One America, Securian, and Lincoln products. We like to utilize a lot of these products using qualified money. So a lot of your clients and advisors look at qualified money as kind of a idle asset. The nice thing is you can take that idle asset and really put it to use with funding one of these long-term care plans on the asset-based long-term care side, utilizing qualified money, and then buying a long-term care plan within One America. Really good partner of ours that this works really well. And so if you do have clients that have 100, 200, 500,000 sitting on the sidelines, they don't have a long-term care plan, definitely bring that up. Quick story on me personally. My dad passed away 5 years ago. He had pre-onset dementia at 47, passed at age 61. I was 38 years old at the time, so I was probably the youngest person ever to buy a One America long-term care policy. But I saw what happened, with my dad. He had onset dementia at 45, so through that as a family for 5 or 6 years that he needed long-term care. But he was a firefighter, so nobody offered it to him, and we really didn't think that he needed long-term care at age 47 years old. So for us, personally, that's why I purchased it, and it's just a great, no matter how young your clients are, we have some really good options for younger clients. There's a variable long-term care chassis with Lincoln Financial. That's a really good product, so you can actually allocate the funds towards sub-accounts within the VUL chassis, and have really good upside build up within the cash value and the benefits. So there's all different types of plans. So at the end of the day, if your clients are younger, most clients only buy long-term care if they've had a spouse or a parent that had to go through this, which I did, and it opens up a lot of eyes. So if at the end of the day, if you have clients that are on the fence of doing this, definitely want to have that conversation. Have them talk to me. I went through this for 12 years with my family, and long-term care, if we had it in place, would have been a huge help, for our. Last thing I wanted to wrap up with is some of our org partner platforms. One thing I want to make sure everyone was aware of, we do have an RIA that we started around 3.5 years ago. Right now, we have about 1.4 billion of assets under management. We call it Org Partners. It's a very unique name, but within this RIA, it's very turnkey, very easy. So if you're with a broker dealer, or if you're an independent RIA, you want to tap into something larger, this is just an easy platform. Our pricing's one of the best in the space, and we offer full transparency and full offerings. We also have some unique fund offerings with unique funds that you can get access to. So if you'd like more information on the Org Partners RIA, feel free to reach out to us. We'd love to talk to you about that. Also want to make sure you're aware that we have a concierge program where we can facilitate the entire application process for your agency or agents you work with. We're licensed in all 50 states. We currently manage around 150,000 policies through this platform. So it's called our Org Concierge program. If you'd like more information on that, we can help you out with this. And the last thing I wanted to mention too is we brought everything full circle with our Performex platform. And what Performex allows us to do is our automated policy owner service platform, where we can identify conversions, term life extender opportunities like settlements, underfunded policies, overfunded policies. It essentially lets us service over 250,000 policies that we've sold in the past 20 years, all within one system. So the reason I'm telling you this is you probably have already received emails from us saying, hey, this policy needs to be looked at. We're very proactive with this book of business. This book of business, where the system allowed us to identify over $3 million of target premium last year, and hundreds of thousands of dollars in settlement funds for our clients that may have been overlooked. I'm sure everybody on the call has had just a horrible experience with a lot of our carriers in terms of servicing. this Proformex system allows us to service better than anybody in the space and allows us to identify opportunities within our book of business. So I definitely want to make sure that you're aware of our Proformex system. You'll probably be, if you've sold policies with us in the past that need to be looked at, you'll be getting a proactive email from us to work through the policy review process that we have at One Resource Group. So just want to make sure you're aware of that Proformex system. So with that, I took exactly 25 minutes, which is what I thought it would take. It doesn't look like we have any questions at the moment. So just wanted to, first off, thank everybody for continued business over the past 20 plus years with One Resource Group. We're really excited about 2024, all the sales ideas and concepts. Everything we've built out is 100% thank everybody for the partnership over the years, and we're looking forward to a big 2024 with everybody on the calls. That being said, hope everyone has a great start to your year. If you have any cases you'd like us to look at, feel free to reach out to me or your dedicated contact here at One Resource Group, and I hope everyone has a great rest of your week. Thank you.